What's up, cousins? 2024 is coming to a close, and you know what that means. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That means the year in reviews, the top tens, the Mount Rushmores, that you can name it, you can think of it. All of that's coming out for your viewing pleasure. Over here in Wrestling Color, I'm trying to kind of mix things up in terms of top tens because I don't want to do like the traditional stuff. So look out for a few top 10 videos. I hope you all are ready to argue with me and get in these comments like I love. Shout out to all the new subbies. Cousins is what I call you. I appreciate it. So keep on telling a friend and telling that friend you hate about Wrestling Color Podcast and what this black woman is doing in the very closed and niche situation of pro wrestling. Let's get right into it. Now, this is a top 10, but I really don't want to like put them in like a solid category. So I'll leave that up to y'all. Y'all come up with your own top 10 missed opportunities of 2024. So let's start from 10 and we'll work our way up to 1. Okay. All of them are what I consider missed opportunities. So for number 10, Wardlow. I did a couple podcasts for Wardlow, and I think he is one of the biggest missed opportunities of AEW in the money making category. He fits every check mark in terms of what a wrestler looks like, supposed to move like. He literally is built, if not bigger, than Braun Breaker. Um, I pitched to nobody to give him to the women, meaning turn him into a sex symbol, put him in a nice sleek suit, get some holes around him, a la The Godfather, and let him go out, whoop ass, and just turn on the ladies. None of that's happened. Wardlow has been a complete waste of time and essentially money. I don't know what the man's doing, but he is getting paid, so I can't be mad at that. I had to get some sustenance. Let's go into the next one, number 9. I put it number 9, like I said, no particular order. Mercedes going after the main title. I find it weird when new talent comes in, new old talent, whatever comes into these companies and they go after mid card titles. I don't know. The way I'm set up as a person, I'm going for the gold. Like, I don't want the Intercontinental Championship. I want the world heavyweight title or whatever the fuck it's called for the ladies. She's walking around with a mid card TBS championship. Meanwhile, never mixing it up with the holes on the top of the card. I find that to be bizarre. It happened with Jade Cargill when she held that title that long. She should have been went up to the top and beat them bitches up. But whatever, I think it's a missed opportunity. They like it. I love it. Number 8 for AEW that I also think is a missed opportunity since they're for the sickos and they like to play around. Intergender matches. I see Marina Shafir down to the Death Riders with the who is this bald-headed ass again? Cardio and John Moxley and the bastard. I think he's in there too. Why y'all letting that woman whip up on the men's asses? If anything goes down to AEW and it's the Wild Wild West, I damn sure ain't about to let no woman strangle me and choke me the fuck out, looking like a bitch in the middle of the ring. This is wrestling. Somebody need to get up and power drive that bitch on her head. Missed opportunity. Maybe that'll change in 2025. I don't know. Number 7, Piper Niven. She got her name back. She is no longer Dewdrop, which was obviously a play on her being overweight by the notorious VKM. Now she's Piper Niven. She's been doing good work. I enjoy Piper. I like her personality, even off of the wrestling scene on her private page. She seems like a real sweet lady, great ball of joy. They need another solid heavyweight on that roster, not just Nia Jax. And I think in 2025, Piper needs to step away from Chelsea. I don't think it has to be a whole turn, but she needs to step away from Chelsea and just go do her own thing. I think Piper would be a fantastic US Women's Champion too. By the way, missed opportunity for Piper Niven. Number 6, Tiffany Stratton and her cash in. I'm gonna have to start calling her Tiffany Stratton and her titties because them bitches is gonna pop out in 2025 sooner rather than later. Now we done seen her vagina 3 times, okay, on live TV. The cash in. Clearly, Paul Levesque does not know how to write for cash-ins, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the best person with the greatest imagination, but I definitely would have had that bitch working overtime with that briefcase. Like, you would just be dragging around a referee a la the 24/7 championship, and the way Nia Jax just picked up this little short bitch, Dick Face Gargano's wife, the poison, what's her name? Candice LeRae. I'd have been hit that bitch over the head with the damn briefcase just to send a message to Nia. Nia would have been came up off that championship way before 2025, way before. We'd have been had that going. Anyway, missed opportunity. Number 5, Natty and the IC title. I'm gonna say this about Natalia Neidhart. She is the mama of the women's division of women's wrestling in general in WWE. She has been more than generous with her the dungeon that they do all their exercising with. Her and her husband have gotten the girls together. BFAB is one that they could lay their hat on. BFAB has come such a long way, and I'm expecting big things from BFAB. Anyway, I think the Intercontinental mid card title would have been great on her, but either somebody's not seeing it for her because because Natalie got them cat lips. Her lips are so plumped and bent up, they look like the front of a cat's mouth. Maybe they're not seeing it for her for that. Maybe because Natty been around for so long, but she's not an old cow. She's like 38. I don't know. I just think that would have been a really cool opportunity to give her, her flowers and, bring her up a little bit. And she could have used that mid card title to really elevate the girls and mix them up and move them around, because a lot of young talent is going to be coming up from NXT, which is another podcast. Look out for that. Number 4 on my list, Athena on the main AEW stage. Athena has been relegated to Ring of Honor. I could have came up with various reasons why, and I will in a soon to be produced podcast called The Curious Case of Athena. We'll see why and my views on that. To know that she's now going to Japan, I think is a little disheartening, and I also think it is a missed opportunity for someone who's holding a woman's title as long as she's holding. I think she's going into almost 800 days, if I'm correct. She should have been bought that Ring of Honor title and challenged one of the bitches on the AEW main stage. She should have had that opportunity. Missed opportunity, and it's probably going to be continue to be missed. Another one, number 3, Camille. Camille came in as Sasha Banks's heavy, and Camille has went out as Sasha Banks's. No, I'm not drunk. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet. That's why I was slurring my speech. Mercedes Monet. Camille came in as Mercedes Monet's heavy. She's now leaving in a body bag. That's what I wanted to say. Complete fuck up in booking. The woman apparently was a juggernaut in MLW. If that's where she's from, please correct me. I did do my homework on Camille. She's supposed to be a brick house, even though that is not what a brick house description is. There's a whole song by the Commodores if you would like the description of a brick house. Either way, they fucked up Camille. Missed opportunity, and I don't think they'll be able to recover her. Number 2, Nikki Cross and the Y6. Again, I'm saying the women come with a mystique. When the women do weird and crazy shit, people pay attention and they want to see it. I understand Uncle Howdy is supposed to be the leader of the Y6. I get that. But when Nikki Cross is there, Nikki Cross gets a pop. Nikki Cross got thrown onto a dude down to the Raw this past week, and everybody loved it. Nikki Cross should be handled like a dog. Let me explain this real quick because it sounded crazy. If I was booking Nikki Cross, the bitch would be coming out the shadows, snatching hoes by their hair and dragging them in the dark. That's how she would pick who she wants to fight. There is no reason why Nikki Cross can't have that women's Intercontinental Championship around her waist. There's no reason why Nikki Cross can't show up on SmackDown and slap the shit out of Chelsea Green, drag her into the dark, kicking and screaming, and get a match with her. Okay? There's no reason why this woman just don't be walking up to people, scaring the fuck out of them, and pointing at them, and then we get a match that next week. The bitch could be working. Fuck all them the other guys don't got what Nikki Cross got. She got it. And unfortunately is a missed opportunity. And my last missed opportunity for 2024 is Scarlett of the Final Testament. Scarlett in Impact was the smoke show. Scarlett is hot, sexy, throwback to Sable. Big titties, flat ass, big blonde hair, big giant lips, mouth, all of it. There is no reason why Scarlett is not walking around with her finger pointed out and her hand on her hip, moving around like Catwoman and telling the Final Testament who they need to be fucking up. Who they got in the front of the Final Testament? Karrion Kross. He's done. He's done. In my eyes, there's nothing else Karrion Kross needs to do for me. I've already packed up my things and got on the next thing smoking to get away from the Final Testament. Put Scarlett in the front. Let her control what the Final Testament is going to be doing. Let her use her sex appeal, her womanly jewels, and all of that smoke show shit. Let her run the Final Testament. I guarantee you that stable will be way higher than they are now. When they come into the ring, Karrion Kross should be holding her on his shoulders. AOP should just let her lay across them while they walk in the ring, set her down on the side of the ring post, and look to her for direction. What the fuck is the problem with that? Ain't that what the women were doing back in the day in WWE? Yes, at some point they ended up getting, tombstoned and fucking suplexed, but that's because they deserved the shit because they was pulling the strings in the background. That's just me. So I'm going to leave it right here. These are my missed opportunities of 2024. If you made it this far, I want you to tell me your missed opportunities of 2024 in the comments, and let's have the argument. All right, y'all.